Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, May 19th. Gosh, sorry. The Royal Wedding Day. I just finished watching that. It was wonderful. Brought tears to my eyes when they were doing their thing, but whatever. Sorry, Maxie's coming up to see me. I've been doing okay. After my chemo, I'm told that today is the day that, sorry, get the glare off. Today's the day that my side effects are supposed to really take effect. I'm not feeling too bad, touch wood. I had a bit of a meltdown last night. What I'm finding is that I become very overwhelmed very easily compared to what I used to. I can't text and do stuff on the computer at the same time. I get really flustered and it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't know why. I think that my brain has too much stuff to process right now. I've been doing okay in regards to the chemo since I had the actual chemo treatment. I haven't really had a meltdown until last night. I haven't slept a whole big bunch, about 4 hours a night, because I have quite the bags under my eyes. I just, it's me. I feel I can't do half of the stuff that I used to be able to do before this whole thing started. And I believe that it's just everything is so overwhelming. My brain is just so full of cancer crap. And there's so much information. I need to stop and step back for a minute. It's just, like I've said in the past, it comes at you at like 180 miles an hour and it doesn't stop. So I need to actually put the brakes on a little bit because I'm finding that I'm becoming extremely overwhelmed. And at work, I can multitask like crazy. At home, I'm like, oh, not so much. I think because in my daily life at work that I multitask all the time. So I try to tune out things around me when I'm at home just so I can concentrate, blah, 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 blah. But with that said, I have been able to, in the past, do stuff like I can text and I can be on the computer at the same time, watching a YouTube video or something and texting. I can't do that right now. So if I'm on YouTube and I find that I don't know if it's, I'm not trying to blame or anything. I don't know if it's the steroids because I'm a little agitated by them. I don't feel like I did when I was on the prednisone at all. I feel very calm to a certain degree, but like a small thing that would happen, I would like be, ugh, but not, I was so afraid of the aggression and it hasn't happened just yet, which could happen tomorrow when I come off it, but I don't feel like that need for speed that I have to always be doing. Like when I was on the prednisone, it was like energy level was just skyrocketed. This is not so much. I'm pretty tame. So I don't know if the prednisone kind of was a prerequisite for this for me. So I'm dealing with it better. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow when I don't take it. It's not, I don't think, a very huge dose. So anyway, like I said last night, Rich went to the gym, and when he came back and we were sitting here talking, and you know how people don't like to be told the truth. And I'm very big about trying to tell the truth, but like the truth hurts and stuff. And he's very frank with me. He's not rude by any means, but I'll ask him a question. He always tells me the truth. And it's sometimes you don't want to hear it and you fight it. It's like, no. And he's like, well, okay. So I kind of came to a reality last night. I don't know what the heck it was we were talking about. And I was just, you go through these emotional things where you're like all day. I was doing really great yesterday. I had a fantastic day. We did a lot. Mind you, we were at the hospital again for my respiratory thing. And that was a bit of a pain in the excuse me, the behind. Because We were, they wanted me to go get an x-ray beforehand. My appointment was at noon, and they wanted me to go get an x-ray prior. So I know dealing with the hospital, it's always packed. So we went at 11. So, and that's fine. We didn't have that much of a wait in x-ray, but once we were done, we went up to the office, up to the cancer assessment clinic where I won't say his name, the respiratory guy. We sat and we registered and all that bunch of jazz. And anyway, it was about 11:45. So my appointment was at noon, and 1:30 comes around, and he's like, you can see him walking around. There's nobody going into any of his exam rooms. I'm like, what the hell? So I went and asked the receptionist, like, do you know when I'm going to be going in? Because I got stuff to do. Like, excuse me, you all know I have terminal cancer. I just had my chemo. You know the side effects are going to be happening. So, but it's almost like they don't give a crap. It's like, I'm sorry, but right now in my life, my time is valuable to me. I'm not one of those people that's like, time is money and all that stuff. I mean, to a point, yeah. But I mean, like at work and stuff, I go and work early, and I don't like to stay late too much, but I'll work through lunch and stuff. I don't have to get paid. It's like, you just got to do what you got to do, right? But now it's a lot different. I'm on, not going to say limited time, but yeah, kind of. I don't know. So it's like, geez, guys, if you say 12, I mean, I can understand 12:30, but holy macaroni, an hour and a half? Jesus, we went in and we finally got to see him at like 1:45. He saw me for like 5 minutes, and then we left. And I was like, and he's like, in 2 months, I want to see you again. He gave me these free expired drugs. They're expiring at the end of the month. For instead of Zantac, which when I'm on steroids, they're really harsh on your stomach and they can cause ulcers. So they ask you to take Zantac or something to coat your stomach. Then you take that half an hour. Then you take your steroid, and then you eat. So he gave me it because it's a hospital grade, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, great. Well, damn it. I took one last night, and I had hiccups all night long. And this morning again, I took it again. I didn't even make the connection, but I took one this morning. Within half an hour of taking it, I had hiccups and hiccups and hiccups. And it's like, holy shit. And in the middle of the night, I'd wake up and have hiccups. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell? It's like, is it some kind of reaction? I don't know. So I had something to eat, and I've been having a lot of problems swallowing and pain. I'm talking excruciating pain when you swallow food. It's building up. It's radiation. It's called esophagitis or something. It's where your esophagus is really totally inflamed. And I've talked about the baseball up and down and stuff. Well, it got worse. The baseball goes right down into my back, and it's all in here and all through the side of my right chest underneath my breast. Every time I swallow, I get radiated pain that goes straight down into my chest, my right side of my chest, wraps around my back, all the way along my into my shoulder blade and into my spine. Then it goes straight up my spine and goes right into the back of my head here. It's excruciating. It takes me now 45 minutes to eat one piece of toast. So 2 pieces of toast is almost 90 minutes. Yeah, an hour and a half to eat freaking toast. So I've tried yogurt. It's starting to do the same thing with yogurt, anything soft. So we did up a smoothie last night. I haven't tried. I'm going to do that for lunch. I did have some toast this morning while I watched the royal wedding, which was really nice. It seemed a little bit better. And I found that if I sit back and keep my neck like this when I'm eating, it's very uncomfortable, but it seems to be working. Almost like you eat and I have to chew up till it's almost liquid. I have to put my head back and swallow. So it's almost like a straight line down, but you still get that radiated pain. If I sit up, it's way worse. So that's one thing I notice. I'm hoping that it's going to start, the inflammation's going to go down. The hospital staff was telling me that being on the steroids, it shouldn't, like, it should make it better, but it's not. Anyway, hopefully as time goes on, it won't be a permanent thing, because it's not nice at all. You don't want to eat. And I know I'm fat, but I don't want to be malnourished while I'm going through chemotherapy. I'd rather be a little bit fatter and even gain weight and then lose it later, just so I can be healthy and have all the nutrients that I can get from everything. So anyway, that's what's, and like I said last night with the overwhelming stuff, it's just like everything kind of accumulated, and stupid little things I was able to do before. I'm not as, I can't even think of the word, but it's not as easy for me. I'm glad I'm not at work, because I think I would be so overwhelmed at work. I miss work. I do. I miss work. I miss the people. I miss, getting up and going into work. And it sounds so stupid, but when you can't do it anymore, when you're forced you're not able to go because you've been forced not to go, by the stupid disease. It's hard. Anyone who's ever been laid off from a job and been searching and trying to find work and you can't, it's very frustrating. And believe it or not, work defines your life quite a bit, because you do spend so much time there. And if you love your job and you like the people you work with and the people that you work for, and it's not always going to be 100% honky-dory, but for the main part, it's good. And I miss that. I just miss coming in and being all bubbly. Good morning, everybody. And, I just miss that. So anyway, I just me pooping, being a poop. But for the most part, since Thursday, it's not been too bad. Like I said, I keep touching wood. Thank God my coffee table's made of solid oak. I guess I'm anticipating the other reason for being overwhelmed is I'm anticipating the side effects and just like waiting for them to happen. And oh my God, do I feel sick? Is it in my head? Like, is it my anxiety that's making me think that? Last night I felt like all of a sudden, and I don't know if it was because I was overwhelmed, because I was texting a couple of people and on Facebook, and I'm trying to find out how to make a chemo scarf. Oh God, I'll get to that in a minute. And I was just like overwhelmed. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And, all I needed was the phone to start ringing. You know what I mean? It'd be like, oh God. And I try to keep up with everything. And that's the thing that bothers me the most, is that the things that you were able to do before you can't. And I just think that it's not a radiation brain thing. It's not a chemo brain thing. It's just that you've been dealt this card and you're still dealing with it, and you keep dealing with it. I'm sure it'll get a little bit easier as time goes on. But to me, it's only been a few weeks. It's still very new. Chemo. I just had chemo. I was a freaking mess. So I'm still dealing with that. So not that I need to justify it, but I'm just letting you guys know that this is how I feel. This is my journey, and no holds barred, like I said, but this is like, not everything's going to be coming up roses every day, and everything's not always going to be positive. You try like hell to look at the bright side, but sometimes you can't, because it's just like, whoa, too much. Anyway, but I mean, like I said, so far, chemo's been okay for the first time around. Again, touch wood. But the chemo scarf. Okay. Everyone knows, who knows me knows that I sew. It's my Zen place. It's what I do. I make clothes. I've taught myself how to sew. I've taught myself how to read patterns. I go on the internet. Anyway, you guys know all that. So a chemo scarf. There's a scarf. My mom used to wear scarves when I was growing up. They had this padding. It was like a little bit of like foam or something right here. And they were just like a triangle scarf, and she used to tie them in the back on her. Before she used to go once a week to get her hair done. So, usually the day before and the day of, she used to wear these scarves, or it's an old-fashioned 50s type thing. So I've been looking for these scarves online, like vintage scarves, blah, blah, blah. And just they're triangle with a tie with this padding. And usually they're reversible. So anyway, I'm looking all over the map here on the internet map, looking for this stuff and how to sew them. It's honestly, I could do it in my sleep on a normal day. And I think that was the big part of my frustration. I couldn't find them. I couldn't find how to make them. And it's like, I know in my head I can see them. And I've been able to do that. Picture something in my head and I can make it. I can't do that anymore. And I'll probably get upset because it was really upsetting to me last night that I can't make a simple scarf. I have made intricate clothing. I have taken apart wedding dresses and put them back together. And I can't make a simple triangle scarf? What the hell? So that was just like, what the hell's going on with me? And that's when Rich came home and I was like freaking out. Not freaking out, but I was upset and I was trying to explain it to him. And he's like, well, what do you think that is? And I'm like, I don't know. And the only thing I can think of is that there's just so much in here. So much. Like, too much right now. That I can't even make a simple freaking scarf for my head. Like, what the hell? So, that was just, as you see, it's really upsetting me. It's like, God, like, those scarves I showed you guys that I had bought, right? It's like... So, I went on the internet this morning while I was watching the royal wedding about wigs. And I'm crafty and stuff, right? And I love to work with my hands and blah, 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 blah. It keeps me busy, keeps shit out of here if I'm busy, right? And I can only read so many magazines and so many books because they're always about stupid cancer, and I'm getting sick of it. I need a break. It's all so consuming. It's my whole life right now, and I freaking hate it. I want something else. Even though these wig things are about cancer, I'm learning something, and that's what I need. Like when I'm at work, I learn something new every day. It's repetitive, it's routine and stuff. But my job working on the site, something new happened all the time. There was something out on the site that would happen and I would learn about it. I'd hear the guys and I would be like, oh, wow. My job was never, like I did accounting, I did payroll, but I did manual payrolls and things were always changing. Every week a guy would work, 36 hours or 40 hours or 50 hours or whatever. And I would do it manually and the numbers would change and I would sit there and I loved it. Oh, this is new, and it kept me busy. Keeps your mind alive. So I looked at on Pinterest and stuff like that, and I found a thing where people make their own wigs, but they're not full wigs. They're like these partial wigs. So you can wear like a hat, and it's like hair coming down, like your own hair. So it's the I can't think of the word, but because I'm really woo today. When I do woo, I mean like there's a lot in my head. I'm trying to sort it out. So the wigs are like partial, so you can wear a hat and it shows like you have hair. It's not so hot on your head. The scarves, like if I do a scarf wrap. So what it is that you buy these caps, these laced caps, and then you sew in hair extensions. And then I can wear like a scarf and it makes it look like I still have, this is when I don't have any hair left, which is going to come really soon. And so I thought, I was looking around, I thought, what a great idea. I could do that. And then there's this one lady who did like a homemade one out of her own hair, which I'm not going to do right now. I'm going to try and maybe do a synthetic one because I don't want to lose my hair yet. I'm not ready. I want to wait till it actually pulls out of my head, and then I can get Robin to shave it for me or something. Or I don't know. Anyway, so I thought that would be kind of neat. It would give me something to do. I'd be creative. I can just go like Sally's beauty place there. They have like the wig caps, and I can get those for like 99 cents, which is great. That's like really cheap. The hair extensions are super expensive, but I can maybe like buy a couple of caps and maybe go to like some Party City or whatever and buy some fake extensions and just play with it. I have extensions from years ago, but I don't know if I gave them away. I think I might have gave them to the lady in our neighborhood who gets donations and stuff. I think I gave them away. I know I got them. Geez, we were living at the other house, so that's like 15 years ago. And they were like my hair color and everything. And I was doing them for extensions because I wanted to see what I'd look like if I didn't have bangs. And my bangs are across here, so I wanted something to see. Anyway, so I bought them. And they weren't that expensive. They were like $34. At the time, I thought it was expensive. It was like, wow. But not anymore. Now they're like $100 or 100 anywhere from $100 to $200. I was like, holy God, I don't have that kind of money. So that's why I thought I would go to like Party City and, even if it's pink and blue and whatever, at least I can the caps are cheap and I can practice sewing them, right? And I have to hand sew. Ugh. Maybe not, though. I might be able to do them with my machine. I'll have to see. That's what I mean. Play around with it. But it's going to give me something to do. Anyway, I'm babbling. God, it's been 20 minutes. Sorry. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, 2 days this will be my third day. I had chemo Thursday. Oh, no, this is my second day. Friday, Saturday. How I'm feeling and what's going through my head, and still the whole baseball crap. Oh, I talked to the respiratory guy about that yesterday. And it's that, I told you already, it's that esophagitis thing. Basically what that is that the radiation has burnt my esophagus. When they radiated like on the angle here and radiated through here, like my back, right down in here, they've sunburnt my whole esophagus. That's what that is. And it burns. I've got the baseball thing, so that's inflammation. It doesn't seem as bad today, the baseball thing, but I notice if I turn and I talk, I can feel it, and I almost choke when I talk. Sometimes it's like, it almost looks like I'm going to throw up, but I'm not. Like I can feel it right now in the very back of my throat. It's almost like at the very back of your tongue. And it kind of just stays right there. And then when I eat, it goes down and up and radiates. So, and then after you're done eating, it's almost like heartburn or acid reflux, I guess you could say. You can feel it. It feels, seriously, it feels like a sunburn on your skin inside. Like burning pain. And you try and drink something cold, and it kind of numbs it for about 30 seconds. Like right now, I can feel it. Feels like now it feels like it's right down here. The baseball's right down in here. It's the weirdest thing ever. It moves all over the frickin' place. So anyway, and the back is like a knot. It feels like someone's just punched me and kept their hand right there. Like their hand is inside my skin, right underneath my shoulder blade, and they're just like, I wish. And they would sit there and rub it, and that would release it, but that doesn't work. I'm not allowed to have massages, remember? Rich tried to do it the other night and massaged me, and it felt really great, but then afterwards it was like, oh God, that was not great. So we can't do that. And it wasn't like, it was a little intense because it just felt so good. Oh my God, it was just like the release of the pain for just a minute. And Tylenol, Advil is not doing anything anymore. So, and I'm not going to an opiate. Sorry, I'm just not. I mean, they offered, if it gets like when I get my neuropathy pain, they've offered that, and I will do Tylenol and Advil, and I've got my tonic water. Oh, birdies. A tonic water, and we have atomic water. Sorry, tonic water. And we have some lemons and limes, which are supposed to actually help as well. I had to be careful though because I can't have too many antioxidants because the radiation is still doing its job for another couple weeks. All these things that you have to remember. And then you have all your medication that you have to remember. And you've got it all written down. But nonetheless, you're always double checking. You don't want to overdose. You don't want to take it at the wrong time. And then you've got to take this one at this time and this one at that time and blah, 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 blah. It's a lot. And that's what I mean when I say like there's a lot going on in here. And then you're reading about diet and not the cleansing, but like but it is cleansing, like the vegetables and what's going to like detoxify and get rid of the chemo faster and what's going to keep you healthier so that your immune system obviously is compromised, but trying to keep your immune system up a little bit and blah, 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 blah. It's like, holy God. So that's why I think for the next couple of days, I just kind of want to try and work on these scars. I'm sure it'll be freaking frustrating as hell, but when I first started sewing, I was frustrated too, so that's nothing new. But I wouldn't mind maybe it's like 9 something going out to Sally's Beauty and just get a couple of things and have a look around. Mama C's is right across the road from them. So I might go there to see what their extensions and their wigs and stuff are. I have a prescription because you have to have a prescription to get a wig. I guess it's to let the Cancer Society know that you're not a freeloader and just wanting to get a wig, that you actually do have cancer. So you have to make an appointment. I was watching it online last night through a CTV thing. So I think it might be a little early for me to go, but I wouldn't mind while I'm feeling a little bit stronger to go. Maybe during the week, if I get one of these caps, I can shove all this hair. Oh, my hair. And believe it or not, some people anticipate losing their hair because they know what's going to happen. I'm really not, because I really like my hair. Anyway, so that's about it for today, I think. Maybe when I get home from the thing, I'm going to see if one of my neighbors wants to come with me. I don't want to wake Rich up because he's exhausted, the poor guy. He's had to... I just feel bad for him because he has to take the brunt of all my freaking emotional bullshit. And it's just the same thing over and over again. And, anyway, whatever. So I think even if I go out by myself, I'm a little bit afraid to go out by myself in case I drive and pass out or something. I can drive, but I'm just afraid. Yesterday I was starting to feel a little bit woozy, so I just kind of like to have someone with me. Just in case. Nobody out there in the real world knows what's going on in my life. So if I were out somewhere and something happened, that wouldn't be a good thing. They'd be like, holy God. And I'm like, yeah, holy God. Are my eyes looking really green? It might be from my sweater. Holy God. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. All I can see is green eyes. Wow. Maybe that's chemo making my eyes come out green. Maybe you guys can't see it. Maybe it's just me. And I'm just, mental now. Oh, there's silly kid wants to come in. I don't have my glasses on, so it looks really green. Anyway, I'm wondering. Anyway, you guys don't need to hear me babble on about nothing. So, okay, yeah, so I'm going to see if maybe she'll come with me for just half an hour. Give Rich a break. Let him sleep. Poor guy. You know what he does for me? I wanted to watch the royal wedding. He got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and tuned in because I have an Android box. Tuned into the channel so that when I came down, it was on when I came down this morning at 6:30. I missed it by half an hour, the beginning of it. And then he got up and he came down and he said, oh, that isn't a good copy. Let's get you a channel that's more HD. So it was really nice and clear. And I thought, what a sweet man, Here I am last night freaking out, cried and carrying on. He goes out and gets me my lemon and lime for my horrible, awful, bitter tonic water. And then, he's exhausted. He's cooking all my meals. He's cleaning the house. He's doing, everything. And here he is. He gets up and he does this for me. What a great guy he is. I'm very lucky. A lot of people don't have that in their life. Anyway, so I just want to let him sleep and have a break. He deserves it big time. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm tired. That's why I don't have the whole rah-rah thing going on. But today will be a good day. I'll go out and I'll get this stuff and I'll start working on it and keep myself busy. Just get my mind off of the whole real cancer stuff, right? And just play with the other cancer stuff that's going to make me look kind of reasonably normal when my hair falls out. Anyway, peace out. Peace out. Fight like a girl. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a great Saturday. Oh, and by the way, I didn't even realize it was a long weekend. Yeah, dates, time, gone now. It's just because I'm not working, so I don't know what day it is anymore. That's why when I get on here and I go, it's Saturday, May 19th. Bye, guys. Peace out. Fight like a girl. Bye. And we're going to see which one. Oh, I've got the tag probably on the wig. Oh, no, it's on the... Anyway, I don't know. It's not bad. We can get it in different colors. I think she said this one was $300. This is the one I really, really like, is this one right here. And it's a brown, and these are all human hair wigs. So let's make sure I get that. It's this one. I'm videotaping. So
the tag is $2.89.
because I'm videotaping my whole cancer journey. So, I mean, this one here that I just showed you is 500, well, $600. This one was 300 and something, right? Okay, so this one's 300. So, but this is my favorite one. And we can get it in different colors. But it looked really pretty and really natural, more to me. And everybody agreed on that. This one's not bad. This one's not bad.
This one's not bad either.
Yeah, so either of these two are nice. And now we're going to try synthetic. I can tell because you touch it. It's synthetic, and it's $55. So we're going to see what that is. Be right back.
Where's the head?
So this is a $55 one.
Babe, can you grab the head?
And it's different.
Well, the part doesn't.
The part's all right. It's not too bad, really, from $500, $600 to $55. There's quite a difference. But it doesn't look that bad. But we'll ask the professional over here. What do you think?
Yeah, that one's not that bad.
Not bad as the
Not
other
bad,
ones. You
yeah.
should have seen the other ones. Really bad. But I mean, of course, this is a brown wig, which this is what I would look like if I had brown hair.
Yeah.
And it actually doesn't look that bad, the color, with my skin tone. So
It's slightly reddish.
yeah, so it's not too bad, but I really got my heart set on that $600 one. So, you know, I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, I'll be back. Oh, that's quite a glare. It's about 8:30 on Saturday evening. I went out and did some wig shopping today. I tried on a whole bunch of wigs. It was a lot of fun. I'll put the video up because it was funny. I think I might have shared it on Facebook. I can't remember. But it's fun. Just checking it out. They're expensive. Oh my goodness. They're so expensive. Some of them aren't too bad, like $55, but you're getting what you pay for, you know. But it was just neat seeing like the real hair wigs and just, you know, I have the one that I really like was like $559, like $600. No hope in hell I'm ever getting something like that. But it was just fun. And it looked nice and everything. There's one for $300, and of course I'm not getting that one either, but it was fun. I'm at least now when I go to the Cancer Society, I kind of know what I'm looking for. Excuse me, I'm having a lot of problems swallowing right now. Anyway, the reason I'm posting tonight is that some of the side effects are starting to come into play now. Pretty much right on schedule. I had a little bit of exhaustion today when we were out. Excuse me, when we were out looking at the wigs, and also went out to visit with Rich's dad just to see how he was doing, and it was really great to see him because I haven't seen him for a while since all this stuff started, really. Because I've just been so busy and the whole business, so it was really nice just to see him. And anyway, by the time we got home, I was pretty tired. And I was warned about that the exhaustion would set in and stuff, and it did. And I had a little bit of a rest. And I would have kept sleeping because Rich made me a lovely little piece of chicken, which on the barbecue, which was really nice. I was able to eat that. Little bit of pain. I'm starting to get used to this, believe it or not, which sucks. But anyway, I found that the chicken, he did it really moist, so it was really nice. And you can eat it and like pull it apart, kind of eat it, so it's not so bad. It's very small. But I fell asleep after I ate, and I woke up because my legs were really sore. And not really my legs, it was my knees. It was down the sides of my knees. And I was like, wow, that's really kind of weird. Then it felt like someone was like drilling through your knees. Not just one, both knees. And I thought, okay, uh-oh. Like the pain is starting, because it would be different if it was just one. But it's both knees. So I was like, uh-oh. And then the pain started to shoot down my legs, down my shins. The front of my shins, whatever that's, I guess that's the shin. And I was like, oh God. So decided that I heard that taking Claritin or Allegra actually helps from the forums. When I asked the chemo nurse, she said she didn't hear about it or anything, but I tell you, it came on really fast and really intense. I did talk to one lady who had it so bad she couldn't even walk, and I thought, oh God, I can't do that. So we went up to Walmart because that was what was open, and got a thing of Claritin, and I tried one. I asked the pharmacist about it and stuff, if it would interact with anything that I've taken. She said no. So I'm hoping that it actually helps. I've taken it about 20 minutes ago. It says it's fast acting, so we'll see. If it doesn't work, I can't take Advil or Tylenol with that stuff, so I'd have to wait 24 hours. But anyway, the nausea isn't too bad tonight. I actually had a bit of a milkshake because the burning from the radiation is still really intense. It's still there. And it's almost like that acid reflux or an indigestion kind of feeling, but it's burning a lot. So, I mean, I explained that in the other video that it still hasn't gotten any better. So, anyway, and a lot of gas. I'm getting a lot of gas. Constipation. Just letting you know this is what happens. They warn you about all this stuff. The constipation isn't that bad. I am still going, but, and it's like one spectrum to the other. It's the steroids that make you constipated. And one steroid system. So I'm having a really hard time swallowing and talking. Oh, because I'm a bit in pain. And a lot of spit. I hope it's not a reaction to the damn Claritin. Shit. That was ick. I really hope not. Slow it down. Take a breath. So, it's just, it's painful. And everybody reacts differently to pain, and this is mine. So anyway, yeah, what was I saying? See? Well, constipation. Not that you care. But it's par for the course. So it's one spectrum to the other. The steroids make you constipated, and then once they're out of your system, you're not constipated anymore. It's the opposite realm. Looking forward to that. So anyway, that's about it for tonight. I'm just going to watch some TV. And when I did go and get the wig thing, I can't remember. I think I recorded, but I can't remember. I'll have to look back. But I got some hair pieces that were on sale. So I can kind of make a half wig for my own. So it goes my chemo scarf. So at least I'll have hair until I get my real wig from the Cancer Society. Oh, yes, that's what I was going to say before. The Cancer Society, I have to make an appointment with them once my hair starts to fall out. To go in and get fitted and whatnot and see if they have anything that I like. Hopefully they will. And that was the pretense for today, is to go and try on all these wigs to see, if short would work or a long or whatever. I've decided on something similar to the length of my hair. I tried, as you saw in the other video, it was quite dark. The hair was quite dark. There was one that I tried on that was a more of an auburn brown, and it actually worked out quite nicely with my skin tone. But the hair was kind of ugh. So anyway, so at least I know, oh, wow, I got pain in my chest from my radiation. It's all this bone stuff. They warn you that it's like, sometimes it's like constant, like my lower extremities, like my knee and below, like from my knee to my ankle is kind of like a constant there. You know it's there. But then you get these random pains, mostly in like where I was radiated. So it's not fun. I'm having side effects from both radiation and chemo. So it's really not fun. This, thank God, I'm not like burnt. That would be another thing, you know. I keep putting coconut oil on, and it's because it's pure, right? It's natural and it's pure. It has no alcohol in it. Alcohol, big no-no. Big no-no-no when you have radiation. If you put alcohol on this, I'm going to go black. I'm going to burn like I'm charred. So yeah, coconut oil is fine. I keep applying it. I think that's why I'm a little bit red in here, because of the sun. I actually have to put it on my face as well, because as soon as I had radiation, it's like it sucks the moisture out of me. It's like big time eczema. My face was itchy, but right in here, under here, it's like, feels almost like leather. I think the chemo too doesn't help. So I've been applying the coconut oil on just to try and keep moisture, keep it softer. And I think after a little while, it'll start to soften up a little bit. At least I hope so. I've tried like my regular Pond's cream. It still works all right, but I still get quite dry and flaky. So I really not going to be going out the next few days. Just hanging out at home and stuff. So I think I'm just going to plaster on the coconut oil. I'll probably break out into zits and stuff, but I don't really care at this point. That's the least of my worries. It's taking care of everything else. So anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. I'm tired. It's been a rough week all the way around with sleeping and stuff. Same with Rich. He's pretty exhausted too. Not knowing what to expect, and then going through all that emotional, I'd say turmoil, because that's exactly what it feels like. I'm emotionally spent. It's been up and down and all over the map. I did all right today. Not too bad anyway. I'm feeling okay, other than the pain. But I'm focusing in on the pain now. God! Oh, I want to show you my bruise. See? There, that's from where they had the IV put in. So that's what, 3 days out? Not too bad. For a diabetic, that's pretty good actually. The bruise is coming right up to the surface, so it's horrid to look at, but it's good that it's coming right up to the surface, because it means it's healing. Oh my God, I look like I have like really big fat cheeks. Like, you know, I don't. Oh my God, I'm just thinking, oh my God, don't tell me I'm swelling up. Excuse me, no, I don't think I am. God. You know, I'm already getting moon face from my steroids, and it's only been 3 days. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm just being stupid. No, sorry, I don't like that word. I'm just being an idiot. I don't like that word either. I'm just being a dork. There. I'm being a dork. Anyway, could be the Claritin. I'm all loopy. Woo! Anyway, I don't think so. Benadryl does that to me. Claritin doesn't. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't have control over it, and when it happens, I really have to let it come out, because it gets trapped in here. And if you've ever had trapped gas anywhere in your body, which I know everybody has, and how painful that is, try to think about that trapped gas that's in your tummy, and you get those horrible, painful cramps being right here. That's what it feels like. It is not fun. So if I have to burp, I just let it come out, and I apologize ahead of time, because it's very rude. But I can't control it, and I don't want to stifle it, because, wow, intense pain. Like, take a knife. I don't know what a knife would feel like going through my chest, but that's what I think it would feel like. It's just intense. Anyway, that's it for now. I keep saying that. Get used to it. That's the way I am. Anyway, good day today so far, so good. With regards to the pain and stuff, that's par for the course. I knew it was coming. So, I haven't tried the tonic water yet because, like I said, it's really bitter. We do have some lemons and some limes. I'll probably be doing that tomorrow, sipping on that tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, that's it for now. Sophie's looking at me like, hey, Mom, pay attention to me. Right, Soph? Yeah. Yeah, it's sticking right close to Mom. This is my mom, she says. It's my mom. Hey? Yeah. That's my... Oh, she's coming over now. Yep, here she is. Right on me. That's my mom. My mom's sick. I'm going to look after my mama. I'm going to stick to my mom like glue, even more so than normal. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace out. Fight like a girl. Whoop. However, it's different every time. Bye.